Hi guys, so I'm going to do today's reading. We're going to talk about some interesting things. It's going to get a little juicy. We're going to talk about the post office and Trump. Now, a lot of you are aware that Trump is challenging that the post office may not be able to protect itself from voter fraud, though it's never had a problem. Voter fraud, you have to understand, is an incredibly small percentage of any election. There's been a few cases, but it's extremely minuscule, under 100, okay? It's normally very effective. With coronavirus, a lot of people especially want to mail in their ballots. Okay, this is really important. But what's it about? What has he got against the post office? It's not just the election. The election is one of them because he knows that Biden is ahead in the polls. Now, this is almost silly because he also has a base that would like to vote for him via the mail. But he wants to use it as an excuse, okay? But he does hate the post office. And I've got two words for you why he hates the post office so much. Jeff Bezos. Okay? He hates Jeff Bezos and Amazon like you would not believe. Read the articles. In when we had the stimulus bailout, the CARES Act, the post office, which is pretty much the biggest government type agency we got, asked for a bailout. They needed about $75 billion. They are hurting that bad, guys. Not just because of coronavirus, but because, well, think about it. People go to UPS, they go to FedEx. People are doing, when you think about it, they're doing paperless bills. They're doing email. So they've been hurting for a while. But coronavirus started to hit. You know, it's also infected employees and all kinds of things. But they need a bailout. They were really hurting. And Trump said he would not sign that stimulus bill if there was a bailout for the post office. Why do you think he did that? Two words. Jeff Bezos. He wants to hit him where it hurts. Because, see, he told the post office, up your prices. If you want to bail out yourself, up your prices. I think he might have given him a little bit of something, but definitely not a big fat bailout. Okay? Up your prices. 4% or 4 times the amount. Because he wants to hurt him financially through upping the prices. So this is the funny thing. He thinks if he destroys the post office, he can destroy Amazon. Why does he want to destroy him? Washington Post. Jeff Bezos owns it. Okay, so if you guys weren't aware of some of those little bits of things, that's what it's really about. It's a, you know, it's a feud that Trump kind of started because he doesn't like what the Washington Post says about him, and he knows Jeff Bezos owns it. This is what it's about, and we're going to read on that today. And I also want to read on, is the post office going to survive Trump? I really want to read on that too. I'm going to do my best. This is a challenge, but one of the things when I went to YouTube, I wanted to challenge myself on some reads. So we're going to kind of look at the feud. I want to look a little bit at the election, which I kind of know how that's going to go. I feel he's going to lose and dispute it, but will the post office survive? So I'm going to do something that you probably have not seen me do, unless you've been on my live in my group. I'm going to use the pendulum to select the deck. And we're picking from Thoth, which is a very harsh deck, and my shadow decks. Here we go. So I've got them. Let me get them in view for you guys. So hard to get everything in there. Do my best. I want to connect the higher self, which is connected to the source. Am I connected? Yes. No. It's swinging no. Maybe. Swing maybe. There it goes. Which deck should we do the reading with? It's going to Thoth. It ain't messing around. The Thoth deck, it's not even going to read a shadow deck. The Thoth deck, I have said before, does not care if it hurts your feelings. It's a very hardcore deck. I don't read reversals with Thoth. Crowley didn't really design the deck to be made. Now, Crowley is interesting. He is known as the Beast to all the ceremonial magicians. And some people think he was a devil worshiper. I wouldn't say so. But the difference with Thoth and other decks is it has Egyptian elements to it. And it's tried and true. So we're going to do the read. We're going to see if the post office will survive. See if we can see a little bit of the feud and maybe the election. We're hitting on a lot of things here. And that's probably why it picked Thoth. It's a big job. Hopefully I don't see the death card. Because I'll tell you, I don't want the post office to end. You know, what will we do? You know. I can feel the energy of the beast. I'm just kidding. He's the beast. Here we go. Cut the deck. Okay. See what we get. Very first card is the Fool. There's the Emperor. Got that government control. I got the Six of Swords, which can be a traveling card. Transportation as well. So think of the post office. Obviously, utilize transportation. The ability to travel to get you your mail. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm a little worried, guys. You know, I'm getting worried. Oh, damn. Oh, it's hardcore, guys. It's hardcore. And that's why I like Thoth. It does not care if it hurts your feelings. And it will tell you what's going on. I'm worried about it. I'm going to tell you straight up right now. I'm worried about it. So the very first card is the Fool. Now, I want you to understand the feeling that I get from this is I feel it's incredibly foolish the way Trump is behaving. Hey, because if you destroy the post office, this is going to be hard. Or if you even put them in a position where they have to up their prices significantly, what are people going to do? They're going to go to UPS, they're going to go to FedEx, or maybe even another business will open and get a fleet going and start delivering mail. And this is a really foolish move because we've got a vendetta over Bezos. And then on top of it, like trying to wield our power here. And then on top of it, trying to undermine a government agency so vital to the American people as the post office, all because of an election. It's foolish. In this case, it's the Fool. And he's throwing us into unknown territory, which is the Fool. He goes into the unknown. So it's a little scary. Now I've got the Emperor, and I feel like this is the post office represented. They're trying to keep control. They're trying to keep stability. But it's very concerning what I'm kind of seeing here. Let me draw another card. But I do feel, that in this struggle, they are, even though it's normally been a powerful thing, we've got foolish moves being made, and that's what they're crossing. But they're really struggling to keep afloat here. Okay? Now, let's get into the situation with the post office. You know what I'm worried about? I've got the death card. Okay, this is in their position. I've got the death card. I am very concerned. It's one of two things. Either it's going to just completely kaput. It could. Or it's going to become something different. Right next to it is the Ace of Wands. There is opportunity. So I feel like, let's put it this way. The post office, is going to pretty much collapse. And it's going to be something different. So is it going to become privatized or something? I kind of wonder. Now another thing, we got that bailout money, okay? That bailout money that we were trying to get. I've got the Prince of Dis. We're like, let's get this so I can get this going. So we could take care of some of this because we're not making it here, okay? But I've got the Indolence card, which is also Eight of Cups. And one of the things with Eight of Cups is like, you know what? Cut your losses. This is what I see a lot of times with Eight of Cups. Cut your losses and walk away. Just, cut your losses, whatever. Figure it out for yourself. Up your prices. That's why I say you've lost. Cut your losses. Do something different. It's kind of, Trump. As far as being able to get through to Trump, okay, this is the thing. Okay, now I have talked to you guys about Biden. I feel he's going to win. You know what I have sitting here? Defeat. Okay, I've talked about Trump losing. I've got the defeat card. But see, it's going to happen. And we're going to have our mail-in votes, guys. We're going to have them in. But he's trying to break down the system before this defeat happens. There it is, Trump. If you're watching my video, it's going to happen. You're going to lose. Okay? But he's trying to undermine it and hurt these guys. Not only because of Bezos, okay? But because of the election. We know that. Okay, but the defeat's going to happen no matter what. But what happens to the post office with all the moves he's kind of making? They're hurting financially. Now, a little bit of Jeff. I got the power card. Okay, it's nice and stable with the pentacles. He's got power, and see, that's the thing, regardless to what he does and so forth with his moves, he's not going to shake Amazon. I've got UPS, I've got FedEx, I could do that. But he's hoping that the prices of the USPS are raised so high that nobody will go with them because they're higher than UPS. They're higher than FedEx. So they're going to go with those guys, the alternatives. They're hoping that to hurt them. He has alternates, guys. Bezos has alternates to send the mail. But see, I've got the disappointment card. I just drew disappointment right under power. He can't hurt Bezos. No matter, he could try to do all this stuff. This dream he has of hurting Amazon, who is far wealthier than he is, okay, which America loves, and around the world, they love it. We all order our stuff from them. Almost every tarot deck that I own is from Amazon. We all are used to that, And I do have to kind of represent that. I've got the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel this is Bezos. No problem in the money department. And also he kind of goes out and he kind of delivers those pentacles. Not a problem. Bezos is going to be fine. But the post office is another story. Amazon survives all this drama. But the post office, I'm worried about that. And I've got that death card, and I've also got the card change. So I've got death and I've got change. That is concerning. That is very concerning. I do feel there will be some kind of opportunity, though. But I feel like the post office, I feel a close of a chapter of the way you always knew it. Some kind of opportunity. I'm a little worried it's going to become privatized. That's a little concerning for me. But you know what? For those, if you're a Trump supporter, you're not going to like it. But I got that defeat card. Once all the mail-in ballots come in, he's defeated. Okay? So no matter what kind of damage he tries to do over the next few months, he can't stop this from happening. Even if the post office goes kaput, which it doesn't look good for me, okay? I will be honest. And I'll tell you why in a minute. And then I've got the Eon, which is also judgment. So, everything like coming to the surface, they do need attention. It's like, it's do or die at this point. You got to do something for me here. But also, the Eon, a little bit different in thought, is also a rebirth. Okay? That is a little bit. There is a death and rebirth. So it's not going to go away completely. I don't want you guys to be afraid. Oh my God. What about my medications I have in the mail? What about my bills, the paperwork, and everything? I don't want you to worry about that. As far as it going completely kaput and we only have UPS and FedEx, that's not going to happen. But it is going to change into something. But I'm a little worried it could become privatized, guys. I do. And this is the reason why. The end card, failure, which is the Seven of Pentacles. Failure is very concerning. They're, money-wise, they're just not getting it from the government. Trump won't give them any money. He really won't. To the point that they can sustain themselves. And this is what he was hoping to do. And then he's got that one guy who's running the post office who donated his campaign a couple $1 million. He's trying to hurt the post office. He's not going to be able to do it in time, though. And the USPS website even says mail-in ballots, this, that. We will take care of the election. They've got it on the website. We're going to take care of you guys. So they're trying to reassure the American people. I bet they're getting a lot of calls, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody wants to stand in a poll line to vote, but everybody wants to vote this year. But the failure card, I do feel that the post office is going to be hurt, and how you see it now and what we have always known, it is going to become different. There's going to be some opportunity taken for it to become something that we have never seen before. And that is concerning. I am worried about that. I want to draw another card. And yeah, I got the sorrow card. So, yeah, we're going to be sad about it. It's going to impact us. I'm sorry to relay this news. It is going to be affected. And this is part of I'm going to flip up. And this is part of the damage and the destruction of Trump. He is like the, Tasmanian devil. When he goes through it, he just destroys. See, he's not good at creating things. He starts a business, he destroys it. He goes into becoming president, everybody's dying. He's just not good at creating, but he destroys. See, this is the difference between him and Bezos. Bezos is a creator. This is his nature. It's starting a business in your garage. Okay? And I've got the Dominion card. I put that just right by Bezos. So he's got he's going to hit a fork in the road for certain choices. Okay, the USPS is going this, that. I'm going to have to take another road and I'm going to have to go another avenue for in this section of my business. But he's going to be fine. I really, I feel in the end, he may take a little bit of a financial cut, but he's richer than God. So he's going to be fine. It's the American people who are really going to be affected. But this is what it is. It's the election, defeat. Okay? Defeat. He knows he'll be defeated with the mail-in ballot. You bet he will. And Bezos and stuff. But Bezos has power. He has plenty of power. And he's jealous. He's jealous of, he has more money. He's more successful. I don't think he's ever filed bankruptcy. He's totally fine. His business has done nothing but grow and grow and grow. It has been perfect. So that's pretty much my reading on it. That it looks like. So yeah, I do feel that the post office, I'm very concerned to see that in their position, to see the death card. We're going to lose it. It's going to become some kind of other type of entity. It's going to become, and I know it's hard to believe, it is about as American as you can get, the post office. So you guys, get out there and vote. That's what we got to do. But I already know how the vote's going to go. Okay, and this is what he's afraid of. He knows the mail-in vote defeat. That's what it says. Okay, but, the post office is not going to be destroyed before the election. I can at least reassure you that, because I do feel the mail-in votes will come through. Yes, he's going to dispute the election. When all the ballots and the votes come in, of course he's going to dispute it. But that's the deal, and the main feud. And I drew another one. I drew cruelty. It is cruel because, when he's sitting there wanting to pick a fight with Bezos, with the post office, and then of course the election to try to win by undermining the post office, a government agency which is a staple of the American way. Okay, this is going to think of the little guy, the small businesses, or just your, the elderly who get prescriptions in the mail. People who, they rely on it for their business. Even your credit card bill, and I know you don't like it, but if their prices go up higher just to try to stay afloat, they're going to be impacted. And what is the credit card company going to do? Raise your annual rate. Okay, so the price, if the post office goes up 4 times, like Trump was saying, just raise your prices 4 times the amount. That's what he told them. If they do that, everybody's going to hike up the price of everything, because in some way, shape, or form or capacity, the post office delivers goods, services, bills, meds, all the things that we know. Okay, it's pretty much the biggest government agency we got. And it's cruel just because he has this kind of demented mind about the election, and also Bezos. But see, I want you to see cruelty. I just drew pleasure. He enjoys this, guys. He enjoys being cruel. He takes pleasure in it. I need you to really think on that. And for those of you who are on the fence, all you have to do is Google. Read the feud. Read the issue with the election and be awake. That's all I ask you. Regardless, when you watch my videos, I just ask you to ask Spirit to keep you awake. I hope this helps.